Hey everyone, it's Elizabeth here. So I am starting off day 9 and I am on my way from Tui, I think, to Porriño. I have no accommodation, I have no plan for today. I might go to Moss. This is quite amazing. I want you guys to see this. This town is absolutely so spectacular. You have not been able to get my videos from day 8 because my internet is so bad, and I actually ran out of phone credit here, so I had to just do everything on Wi-Fi, and the Wi-Fi is not even uploading videos on Facebook, so this is coming a little behind. But if you do go through this kind of in a chronological order, I definitely had some like a spiritual emotional meltdown yesterday in Tui and in the church. It is amazing. There is a definite difference of landscape and feel once you go from Portugal into Spain. You kind of move from this beautiful peasant sunny landscape, the quaint and cute farm life from Portugal, and then you come here and the landscape is more dramatic. The Spanish people are they're just as friendly as the Portuguese. The Portuguese are definitely laid back, but there's definitely a little bit of more of like a refinement sense to the Spanish people. And I think too, the energetics of the land is so different. I mean, here you have a smog marine layer. It has that Celtic Seattle vibe, kind of that Nordic feel where it's cool and crisp in the morning, with the marine layer going over the river. And then it's just different weather patterns, different weatherscapes. I have all these great thoughts in my head, and then like I completely forget them once I do these videos. So I think one thing that I do want to talk about this morning, I've been wanting to do a video more or less in front of a cross, is this kind of thought that you are the cross. So I mean, I do wear my cross here. This was a gift. This is kind of a replica, I believe, of like a 14th century Christian monk who would wear this. But the thing is, religion and Christianity in America is so much more extreme than it is in Europe. And obviously, as we know, the Christianity in Europe has had its Reformation many, many years ago. So, we don't murder people for being heretics, and Protestants and Catholics, they don't kill each other just for being different. All Abrahamic religions, they all have their different, I guess if you would call it like brands or hierarchies of their religion, and they all fight. So this is, nothing new in kind of the Islamic and Judaish religions as well. So this thought that you are the cross, it's such an important part of our Western civilization because it roots back to our pagan roots as well. I mean, this is why I believe so much in the astrological ages. And sorry, I was just looking at something here, figuring out where to go. This is why I believe so much in like the astrological ages, is because we have to kill off something in order for the new energy to come in. And this is why I've been kind of struggling in this, modern day life. It's because everything old and spiritual is kind of leaving us, and this new kind of corporate conglomerate culture is catching speed and kind of mind polluting our youth and our young. And obviously this is a problem. But this notion that you are the cross and the paganism, if you look at the globe, you have latitude and then you have longitude, and that makes the cross. In every single fucking city on the planet, the cross is very symbolic to the 4 directions: the north, east, south, and west, the 4 elements: earth, air, fire, water. The cross is everything about our land, in addition to the spiritual component of it. So like, as much as some people may not like the fact that Western civilization is based on Christianity, You can't take that away from us. The pagans and the Christians have had, you know, modern day pagans and Christians have so many bloody arguments with each other, but they don't realize that both of these people, pagans and Christians, have vastly helped civilization. Holy shit. We have the knowledge from the Greeks and the Romans, which Western civilization is based off of, and a lot of their technology, like things like aqueducts. But you know what? A lot of the Christians built our landscape as well. I mean, New York City is probably one of the most beloved cities in the world. And guess who built all those bridges? They were Irish men. And those men were predominantly Christian Catholic. I can't remember if the Celts are more Protestant or other Catholics, I think. You can correct me if I'm wrong on this. And the funny thing is, these people were taken advantage of with their labor, which is where the unions came about. So it's like, oh my God, if you start looking at history on a different lens, it really changes your world and your viewpoint. And this is why I kind of am going like crazy in my brain sometimes when I'm here and I'm seeing this youth. It doesn't even give a shit about their cultural preservation. It's like, you know, when you live in Australia and the beach is in your backyard, a lot of times you just don't take advantage of it because it's in your backyard. And I don't have a car to get into the mountains, so I'm not doing mountain trips all the time. And that's, you know, it's because I don't have a car. But it's like when, you know, some people are in these cultural settings where it's like, oh yeah, this like 11th century door has been sitting here for like 700 years, they might not appreciate it as much as people who come from the outside. So I don't know, I guess where I'm trying to go with this is that there's always so much fighting on who's right and who's wrong, when the reality is like both of them have had effects on our civilization, but also with what we know. Like if you start really studying history, all of these pagan cultures and religions affect, like they all sacrificed. The Vikings did their sacrifice, the Romans did their sacrifices for God. All of these people did sacrifices, and the only one that didn't do that was when Christ came in and didn't sacrifice the lamb. He was the Lamb of God. So it's just interesting. Maybe I'll do some more video on this, but okay, I'm gonna go because there's other pilgrims ahead. I hate doing these videos in these little cities here because like the locals get kind of weirded out. But okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.